to be with you today as we think a little bit about our mental health and what makes for good mental well-being. It seems to me that we are quite complicated, aren't we? We've got our physical bodies, we've got our emotional well-being to think about, we've got our spiritual well-being, and we've got our mental well-being. And it seems to me that each is dependent on the other. If your physical health is poor, quite often your mental health and your emotional health will be poor. If you've fallen out with lots of your friends and you've got poor emotional health, that may well affect your mental health, and that can sometimes impact on your physical health. For people of faith, we believe that our spiritual health is absolutely key to both our mental health and our general sense of well-being. And there are lots of things you can do to have good mental health. You can eat well, you can take plenty of exercise, you can have good relationships, good friends. Some people like to have lots of different friends. I'm about to be interrupted here by Razzie. Those of you who went to Wixhaw and Priest primary schools will be used to Razzie interrupting this sort of event. So we'll just carry on. I've tried to film this several times, and it's only good for my well-being and mental health to keep going, isn't it? So we're going to keep going. Pets can actually improve our mental health. Being with animals, being outdoors, having hobbies, having interests, engaging in sport. Maybe your interests aren't outdoor interests or physical. Maybe you enjoy other things. Some people enjoy aeroplanes, some people enjoy cars, some people enjoy motorbikes. Other people enjoy creativity, art, painting, drawing. Some people love music and create all sorts of music or like listening to music. So it's important to feed not just our minds, but also our inner selves. And quite often art and music, the great outdoors can do all of those things, can restore and maintain our sense of well-being. For Christians, we believe that our faith is vital and our spiritual life is vital to our sense of well-being. People of other faiths, they will also believe that the way they adhere to their faith, the way they practice their faith, has a direct impact on their sense of well-being and their mental health. I thought I'd share with you a story from the Bible, and I also thought I would share with you a way of praying which might be useful to you. The Bible tells of a time when Jesus and his disciples were on a boat in the Sea of Galilee. When they started on their journey, all was calm, but as they travelled, the wind got up, and before they knew it, the rain came, and they were in the middle of a most ferocious storm. Jesus was in fact asleep in the boat, and his disciples became so frightened of the storm that they woke him up, and they asked if he cared that they would die. They were convinced they were going to die as the storm blew up all around them. And then, to their surprise, Jesus stood up in the boat and he addressed the storm and he told the wind to be still. He said, "Peace, be still." And the storm died down, it stopped raining, and all became calm. Many Christians believe that this is a miracle that actually happened in the lifetime of Jesus. But it may be you want to think as well about the symbolism of this, the storm, the deep waters, the rain and the storm, representing the troubles and difficulties of life, and that as the disciples called out for help, Jesus came to rescue them and calmed the storm and calmed the difficulties they faced. So for Christians, this miracle is a great encouragement to us to pray, to take our troubles and our worries to God in prayer. The account of this miracle has inspired many artists, and this last picture is drawn by the Japanese artist Heiki. One way of praying for ourselves or other people in difficulties or under pressure is to use a circle prayer, where we imagine that we are circling ourselves or the people that we love with God's love. And as we imagine that, we invite God to circle them, to keep things we want them to experience within and the things we don't want them to experience without. So we put the good things in the circle and the bad things outside. So here is an example of a circle prayer. We ask God to keep hope within and despair without, keep peace within, keep worry without. Now let me show you how this might be used. You might like to make your own circling prayer. So the idea is you're thinking of things you want God to keep near you, to keep around you, or to keep around the people and places that you love, and the things you want to keep God to keep far away. I'm afraid my puppies are still very, very excited here, so they're going to interrupt us a little bit. But I've got some stones and shells that I've been collecting, so sometimes I use this sort of prayer and make a circle with each stone representing someone that I want to lift before God and place in the circle of God's love. I may think of my father, I might think of my husband, my son, I might think of my nephew. I might think of you at Thomas Adams. I know someone who's very sick, so I might think of them. I know someone who's recently lost a loved one, so I might think of them. And I might think of a place in a different part of the world. So, for example, I might think of the people of Afghanistan. And then I would pray that prayer around each of these people. And I would pray, circle them, O God. Keep hope within, keep despair without. Keep peace within, keep worry without. Keep joy within, keep fear without. Keep love within, keep hatred without. Keep strength within, keep weakness without. Keep light within, keep darkness without. Amen. So we are going to leave you now. I hope you have a good week. You're going to come round to say goodbye in a nice polite sort of way, or are we just playing and going crazy? They're just playing and going crazy. But I hope that you have a good week, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, it's lovely to be with you today as we reflect on mental health. Now, I've tried to film this several times and been interrupted by my dogs, so I'm just going to let them carry on because life is a bit too short, really. So this is Razzie here, and this is Rudy here. And they love a bit of filming. They've been sound asleep. But the minute filming starts, they always wake up. So you're going to sit nicely now. Today, you've honestly got to stop. You've got to stop. Yes, you have. Okay, you've got to stop. Can we get down? Can we just get down? Can we get down and stay really calm about this? Okay. Of a person. Or I think of a situation, I think of something that I would like to pray for. And as I think of that person or that situation, please don't steal these. Okay, it's easier done without a dog in the room. It's easier without two. Please go away. Okay, think about my father. I might think about my sister. I might think about my son. I might think about you at Thomas Adams with this stone. Get down. I might think about the primary schools that I'm involved with. I know somebody who's very poorly and I might think about them. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop.